before the show started, you guys were all talking about toss. VP going with the toss, but now it went all the way through to the very last pin. VP said, well, it's still there.
Hero, does he try and go for staff for some added mobility? Doesn't feel strong versus the Bloodseeker, but it may help against the Clockwork.
The problem with the Silencer core right now is that it counters the Phoenix really well, and at top, Pycat actually is going to make a move. This should be first blood.
Yeah, quite easily. DK Phobos, he knows he is very, very dead. And Pycat walking away with the first blood. You can hear the crowd. They love it.
DK Phobos just slightly off the mark.
Yeah, and even G rotated up there to try to get a kill. But
Milano, FNG's going to be caught. Admiral Bulldog wanted to join in on this one. Pycat has very little mana left, but he's going to commit it to go for the kill on FNG. Now the Cogs push back onto Illidan. He still got off the silence here on Pycat. Admiral Bulldog with a TP away, but Pycat, he's completely stranded at this point. He's hoping to be able to deny himself to the hard camp, but can he actually pull it off? The jump way over the cliff, he's good. Oh, the supports are coming in for the side. FNG, one raise, is it going to be enough? He got it. Pycat couldn't get to the hard camp fast enough, and God will walk away with the kill, even if it costs them quite a...
But with the way this game is going, and having a silencer as your one position, you have to snowball as hard as you can.
You can see Alliance feel that pressure because they want the gank on middle. Already taken out FNG, and look where God is. He's stuck on his side, Admiral Bulldog, he's going to get it! Oh no, the battery cells didn't stop him, and that's success for VP. That was a lot committed, and all they got was a kill on FNG, and maybe a tower here. Loda trade off the head or hits, he almost goes down, but Food of Respiration will keep him alive. Maybe the snowball almost catching up DK Phobos. Can't get there just yet, and now he's in the middle of 5 heroes. DK Phobos will fall. Here comes the rest of VP, though. Looking to be able to slow down Admiral Bulldog. He's got double slows on him for now. But it doesn't look like they're going to be able to catch up. Admiral Bulldog will just TP away, and the rest of VP will not be able to find a kill. TP's out on all sides of Alliance, and they do get themselves away, even if they couldn't claim that tower. Survivability against these single target oriented heroes like the Clockwork, Bloodseeker, and Storm Spirit. Here comes that snowball. Admiral Bulldog throws out the cogs, but the snowball runs right through it. And DK Phobos and FNG will pick up another kill, and this also means FNG almost has his level 6.
Matt is starting to pick up some farm as he has the Ogre Club at the same time. Loda should be going for BKB of his own. I think BKB is going to be the item choice for most of the people.
Oh,
here.
the silence goes on. Pycat's actually surrounded. He gets off the invis, but the counter word is there, and Pycat will go down 3-4 now. Still in the favor, at least in kills, to Alliance, but you look at that net worth and experience, and it is definitely VP's favor.
Because they can actually have heroes outside the map. Alliance do have good ward vision, and it looks like they're going to go for this.
Going to come in for a big egg, but he already gets held. Can he stop? Maybe? No, he gets off the egg in time before the stuns come in. Now the egg's going to be focused, but the rest of Alliance are in a good position to win this fight. God is already down. Pycat barely survives with that one. What a winter surge from Lil! He might just turn this fight. There goes the death ward. Okay, letting it go. There's no stuns to be able to stop him. He's going to be able to die here from DK Phobos, but at least he gets out some damage. The problem is the rest of Alliance are already down, and Loda is the only one who survives. It looks like a TP out will be successful, but what a turnaround there from VP with the egg already laid out and the SF down. It looked like Alliance minute marker. He is incredibly farmed. But Alliance, they're not going to give up this tower without a fight. It looks like Admiral Bulldog looking to make the jump here. Global Silence goes out. Admiral Bulldog already dead, and the Icicle Shards has actually blocked out most of Alliance. Ake's going to be slowed down here. The snowball will catch him. Quickly surrounded. Pycat jumping in on the background. Quick for Illidan as quick as possible. The egg is laid out. The egg will be exploding here. God can't stop it in time. Gets a double stun on Illidan and God. Going to be able to blow them both up, and VP lose the fight. DK Phobos gets away, just barely. But only 2 go down on the side of Alliance, and VP lose a full 4.
And that's such a huge commitment by them. They didn't have the SF BKB either in Bs, and they can get into a really good fight. Right. Whatever they do, Matt has to get a perfect egg off for them to win this fight. Like, they're not too far behind, but if a really bad egg happens, then I feel like Alliance just loses fight at the top.
Yeah, what it is about. The initiation does happen, but Illidan does have a save. Snowball already going out. Winter's Curse laid down onto Loda. The Global Silence, there it goes. It goes out now as they fight up against Admiral Bulldog, but Loda's trying to right-click him down. There goes the egg, but God and Illidan are going to take that one out, and Loda already at half HP, trying to go for the kill to support, but Pycat takes it instead. He doesn't get that regeneration. Now Lil drops a bit low, but Pycat just jumps out, unable to make that commitment. A 1-for-3 exchange to the favor of VP. Is that enough for them to be able to push uphill within this next 50 seconds?
It's going to be hard pressed for Alliance to stop the next push.
All right, leading uphill, 15 seconds until the Bloodseeker is back up. We know there is no buyback. But VP, we're hoping to be able to force it out. Now they're going to make the jump here. Pycat grabs onto God. Pycat jumping to the side to dodge some of the incoming damage. The Glimmer Cape does help God. And the hook shot in. He's going to be able to lock two inside those cogs. That's a good initiation from Admiral Bulldog. The laser goes out. Illidan dropping low. The Winter's Curse and the save is there. The snowball, sure enough, goes off. Now the ultimate from God. Already taken out Admiral Bulldog. The Phoenix goes down as well. But Loda sees a lot of squishy heroes. He cleans up one. Goes now. God is low. But Illidan doesn't want to try and fight it. Monster, Loda. He's trying to back himself away. Phobos dropping low telekinesis, and Loda's going to be caught here. VP win the fight yet again. I really thought they would be able to turn on to God because he was half HP, but they decide against it, and sure enough, Loda couldn't get out in time. Now VP going uphill once again.
Yeah, and with both the BKBs down, I thought that was definitely going to be their fight to take. Alliance realized that's the best opportunity for them. They don't have global, and Pycat's just trying to buy a little bit of time.
Yeah, he's just doing the ball lightning throw out to try and get a little bit of damage, but God just doesn't care. He's going to keep on steamrolling through these buildings, and Alliance will lose their first lane of racks, it seems. Alliance now jumping in. God actually dropping quite low. Winter's Curse gets laid out. Catches two. Snowball as well to save the SF. They're going to come out soon on top of Admiral Bulldog inside of the cogs, but God is still able to turn and fight a little bit, but he ends up going down. Now DK Phobos trying to get out. The explosion of the SF brought Pycat low, but not enough for Phobos to turn this one. Will be just chased away. 3 go down on the side of VP, and Alliance hold for the time being. They kept their melee racks alive, and that's the critical one.
They have to go for the Roshan right now.
Sables on the side of VP, on the side of that global silence. We've got telekinesis and everything DK Phobos brings.
Oh, this chicken?
Oh, that chicken barely getting away.
Pycat actually wants to go for it, but God says, hello, you want my chicken? Come get it. Let's play some chicken, darling. There goes the Aegis, and now they might just catch him a second time. The ultimate goes off a little bit too early. Waller's Punch goes up, and Pycat is down 2 in a row.
And wow, I think he should have at least popped the DD if he was going to go for that. And once you see the first attempt not happen, Loda there, or Pycat even, then it's worth it to just 3-man and all in for that kill.
Yeah. And as you can see, VP are not willing to make that much of a defense. They're trying to pick him off. Loda ends up getting caught here. The snowball, locking him in place. They do have the Scotty on him, so even the BKB is not going to be enough to save him, and they're right outside the VP base. They're going to force Alliance into a buyback.
Rax with that butterfly. I don't really know how Alliance is going to fight this. Pycat does have buyback.
Oh, there goes the hook shot. Jump in on Illidan. They're going to try and take him out first with a blade mail, but already Dave goes down, and God just keeps on focusing it. There's no stopping it. He now pops the ultimate, gets laid out. The damage reduction is going to help out quite a bit. Admiral Bulldog and Ase both end up falling. Pycat and Loda are still going to try and take this fight, though. FNG being the first target. Zip away from Pycat, away from that Walrus Punch, but God just keeps on breaking down that melee rack. Now the snowball to be able to save him. They right-click down Loda nice and quick. He's not getting anywhere. Pycat gets silenced up, and he goes down as well. Even Matt getting caught after the dive. Pycat coming back with a buyback, trying to take on God, but he's just too damn big. Pycat now has to go all the way back to the fountain, and VP will not lose hardly anything for that fight.
Yeah, and they forced out so many buybacks on the side of Alliance.
For the initiation on the side here. They've got to force it soon with the Bloodseeker back up. They're ready to go, but the range frax is about to fall anyway. And the melee ranks down to half health. Hook shot misses. They're going to try and jump off. Pycat already going for God. The Death Ward gets laid out as long with the rupture, but God just walks himself away and now turns on Admiral Bulldog in the back. Pycat going for Illidan, trying to take him on, but he's just too big as well. Even Loda is forced away after getting a support kill. They jump away from the egg here. Dual Scepter going down on Pycat. Now the silence gets laid out. Pycat's got nowhere to run to. Loda trying to force him out, but he's not going to be able to get in either. Loda runs himself away, but DK Phobos with the blink finishes him off. Bad, the only one left alive, and that is going to be the death knoll for Alliance. All going down, a total wipe, and Virtus Pro will walk away with game number 1.
Yeah, absolutely flawless by them. If you notice, against a team that relied heavily on pickoffs, they just kept the pace going, even with that early start that Alliance had. They kept their composure. They said, okay, we'll just play objective gaming, and it won't matter what you can do with your split push.
All right, Virtus Pro, man, that was a beautiful game number 1, and I think, well, we saw from both the analysts as